Albatross Close, which to the naked eye, if you look behind me here, is just a regular suburban road in Whitby, one of the northern suburbs of Porirua City. But in fact, it isn't, because in front of me is where part of the road has collapsed. And it's not an earthquake that's done this. This is ground subsidence. The road here is literally sinking. Did try and repair the road as early as they could, but those early repair attempts weren't enough, and the road continued to sink and sink and sink, and gradually it got worse and worse and worse until we ended up with what we have today. The far end of the road has sunk by over a metre, and it did that in only a month. Subsidence was first noticed on this road all the way back in 2011, although it was only very, very minor at the time. The council has blamed an underground source of water, which has for some reason changed its course and has ultimately caused all of the grounds along the edge of this hill here to start sinking. But the problem, you see, isn't just this road now being closed. Is also the effect that it has on the local residents. None of these houses here are able to use their driveway anymore. They have to park outside of these cordons and walk to their cars. Also, this road was, until they built the temporary road over there, the only way in and out of this cul-de-sac here. So they've had to build a temporary road to allow residents to get in and out. And for a while, they really were stuck here because the only road in and out had collapsed. The collapsing of the road has also caused damage to the water pipes, which means that a number of the houses at the end of this street have had to have their water rigged up from the mains via this temporary blue pipe here feeding into their water system. The good news for the residents of Albatross Close, though, and also all of the people who use Endeavour Park down there on a weekend for sports, the road is going to be fixed, and hopefully soon. The council has just recently, in the last week or so, drawn up a plan to fix the road by getting a contractor to dig 25 metres down, build a 65 metre long special wall that will hopefully stop the ground from subsiding any further, and then they can seal it off and the road can be reopened. It's going to cost, I can't remember how much, over $1 million at least to fix the road. I can't remember the figures off the top of my head, and we don't even know how long it's going to take. I mean, they haven't even selected the contractor to do the work yet, so we'll have to see. But the road isn't just important for the people who live here, it's also important for Endeavour Park down there. Endeavour Park is one of the main sports fields in this area. It's got a massive sports clubhouse and everything. There's also a kindergarten down here as well. So, and every weekend there are cars and cars and cars coming in to Endeavour Park, now via that temporary road over there, to play football, play rugby, cricket, whatever. So it has a great effect. Fortunately, the damage has been contained to the road and the bank next to it and hasn't actually affected anyone's house. But obviously there has always been a bit of concern that if this subsidence issue isn't fixed, then it could spread and start actually affecting people's properties, and then there really will be trouble. The only way in and out of Albatross Close now is via this temporary road that they've constructed that leads up to Sandwell Drive. Thankfully, there's nothing in the way there, so they can build that temporary road. But because it's only wide enough for one vehicle at a time, they have to have those temporary traffic lights that you can see behind me there to control the flow of traffic coming in and out. Not really very efficient when you have a load of players and supporters coming down for the football.